Yo, this is Top Flight, and we're back on our journey checking out old school artists and artists we don't know and seeing what it's all about. This one, right when I got it set up,
Tupac? You be thinking Tupac?
right when I got it set up and it the first note played, I was like, that's what the sample is from Changes.
I just seen The Way It Is, and that's the only time I've heard that. I've heard it is what it is, but The Way It Is that Tupac song.
Yeah,
that's
Changes.
Way it is.
Yeah, Changes. And the first note played right when I was trying to set it up, and I heard that note. I was like, oh, that's Tupac Changes right there. I actually didn't know who sung the original to that. I knew it was a sample track, but I never heard the original, so I'm excited to hear what it comes from.
I've heard it in the background. Like, I never know who it was, but I've heard it in the background somewhere, like on a radio or a store.
And you were like, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah. That's how I found out it was a sample, too.
Yeah, I actually knew it was a sample because a lot of the stuff, on those albums were sampled the later tracks. But
were they? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that have samples in them when you go into the later tracks, and you can hear them and you can see them. Take My Wings, all that, you remember, with RL and all that stuff. Yeah. All those ones from that album, a lot of them are sampled. But yeah, I wonder if he was big in listening, because a lot of things I know that he used in samples, he was like big fans of. Like, he was a big Phil Collins fan, so he used the Air of the Night.
That was why he was alive, though, right? Like, he did that one and knew it would.
But I'm wondering, because he had to say The Way It Is, so he had to know, you know what I'm saying, either he wanted to sample or they changed it or something like that all towards the end, because if this is called The Way It Is, his song is called Changes. He knew clearly what, you know what I'm saying, what he wants in what he was saying in his verses. So I knew he sampled like a Sade.
Herman. Remember Pee Wee Herman on All Eyes on Me or something like that?
I actually don't know which Pee Wee Herman is.
I don't know. I just remember it was like, I would have to Google it and see. And I don't know if it's for this crowd because they might not even care about Tupac or, but there was like a weird sample, something that I didn't suspect. I think it was Pee Wee Herman on All Eyes on Me or something that was kind of, but then Dre was also, I don't know if he produced all that, but I know he did a lot of samples.
I know that might be the one that's from Ambitions as a Rider, but that's that's like a flip of a key sound. It's not like a like direct sample. It's like a key. It's like a key being inverted or something like that. That was used in that. But let's check out this Bruce Hornsby and The Range, The Way It Is.
Let's go.
Just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe them? Said, hey little boy, you can't go where the others go. You don't look like they do. Said, hey old man, how can you stay? stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? You said so. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe that? Just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, he knew exactly. Pac knew exactly what he was doing because the song's about the exact same thing.
Well,
So,
I wonder, Pac talked a lot about that in general, so I wonder if he did that and they were like, maybe he got the inspiration from this song, but I think they made it like years after he died, right? Put it together?
I don't know. See, that's the part of it. That's why I said there's a lot of songs that are directly correlated to songs he likes. So then he could have recorded it, and it matters what they had in there. Because I know because I even looked up the Pee Wee Herman, yes, the inverted keys, but that song wasn't Tupac's. That was made while he was in jail. Ambitious as a Rider was made while he was in jail. The beat was supposed to go to someone else, and then Tupac came out, and that's one of the first beats he rapped on. So, but then if there's like a Tupac song that he is like part of everything with like making and having someone do, they're usually like a lot of songs that he had like ties to that he enjoys, that he wants to remake, because that's like exact idea. It says is a quiet protest song tackling racism, economic disparity, and societal complacency. It critiques the passive acceptance of the status quo, that some things will never change, while ultimately urging listeners to reject the fatalistic mindset and fight for equality. Dope. That's dope. I wonder with Bruce, that's just dope for him to write about that in that time, because that's a super heavy time writing like that, and to make a hit.
70s or 80s?
Well, this is the 80s.
Yeah.
So this is when crack hits pretty crazy, and to write like that, that's super dope that he did that and made this hit right here. And him on the keys, because my mom's a pianist. Him on the keys is reckless. He's reckless on the keys right there. Because at first I thought it was like a piece that was like just a piece of it, but that's the whole thing in full with all the extras on top of it, which they didn't. Of course, they only used a little piece, but I thought it was gonna go sound totally different. But then he took it to the next level, which is crazy. I now want to. I might have to add that to my playlist because I just want to hear it more because of how it sounds. Yeah. Shout out to Bruce, man. That's a super dope one right there. Bruce Hornsby and the Range. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Let's go.